The demons had exhausted every possible means to eliminate RMC. One of their most powerful warriors, the Flame Demon King, attempted with all his might but still failed to defeat him. When RMC eventually returned, he discovered that the demon cult had completely obliterated the dungeon hall. The destruction bore the unmistakable marks of the demon cult's handiwork. Because of this, the Xinxia Empire initiated a large-scale operation to exterminate the cultists, and this campaign persisted relentlessly for over 15 days. The scene then transitions to the farthest depths of the abyss, where an enormous fortress stands, a palace bathed in glowing green light. Within this structure, a radiant object glimmers, and several mysterious silhouettes linger in the shadows. This massive palace, magnificent and enveloped entirely in a vibrant green hue, serves as the backdrop for a key meeting. The Succubus Queen is present here, accompanied by the formidable Haitian Demon King. He immediately questions her. Why has His Majesty called us here? Do you have any idea? The Succubus Queen, visibly uneasy, replies, it likely has to do with the recent actions taken by humanity. The demon cult within the Shangxiao Empire has been almost entirely eradicated. Among the attendees is also the Flame Demon King, standing alongside other powerful demon monarchs who had all responded to His Majesty's summon. Notable among them are the Sword Demon King and the Eight-Armed Demon King. All had assembled in solemn silence before the throne, which glowed with an eerie brilliance. Suddenly, emerald flames surged across the palace, igniting everything in a spectral blaze. At the throne's center, a formidable figure emerged, the Abyss Demon Emperor. His presence alone sent a crushing pressure throughout the chamber, radiating fear and dominance. The green aura and ghostly fire surrounding him intensified the dreadful atmosphere. As he sat upon his throne, all the demon kings collapsed to their knees in submission, showing deep reverence for their sovereign. A single glance from the emperor released an invisible force that pressed down upon them like a boulder. The pressure was so severe that many of them sank lower to the ground, struggling for breath. Then the emperor addressed the Succubus Queen directly, calling her name aloud. Startled, she hesitantly looked up, her entire body quivering in terror. She could barely remain kneeling, as the weight of his aura pushed her closer to the floor. Her fear was written across every trembling muscle. Furious, the demon emperor thundered, the humans, especially those from Shangxia, have dealt a severe blow. The demon cult has been almost annihilated. What explanation do you have for this? The queen, overwhelmed with dread, stuttered as she spoke. Your Majesty, this was due to a joint strike by Yuan and Mang Anwen, who collaborated with the Shangxia Tower. The ambush was so sudden that we had no time to mount an adequate response. The demon emperor's tone became harsher. So what you're saying is, you just stood there and allowed the humans to strike unchecked. His voice roared like thunder. The queen, now visibly panicked, hastily tried to clarify her actions. Bufubei Yiquan and Mang Anwen had already left Zagging Academy. I instructed the demon cult to seize the opportunity and eliminate Lin Moyu. The Flame Demon King personally vowed he would kill him without fail. That's why he took charge of this operation. Hearing this, the Flame Demon King hurriedly tried to interject, nervously defending himself. It's not how it seems, he muttered. But before he could continue, the emperor cut him off coldly and turned back to the Succubus Queen. You speak now. Explain further, the emperor ordered, his voice brooking no argument. The Flame Demon King, seeing his chance to explain vanish, once again tried to speak up, but the emperor silenced him with a glare. So, Flame Demon, did you succeed in killing Lin Moyu? Cornered and overwhelmed, the Flame Demon King dropped his forehead to the ground, drenched in sweat. His body was trembling as he confessed in a trembling tone, Your Majesty, I gravely miscalculated our enemy. I made a terrible error and failed to eliminate Lin Moyu. I humbly beg for your forgiveness. Rage erupted from the emperor, and without warning, he unleashed a terrifying surge of green flames that wrapped around the Flame Demon King like a vortex. The entire hall echoed with blood-curdling screams as he was consumed alive. The other demon kings didn't dare lift their heads, frozen in terror. They listened to his agonized cries, unable to move, paralyzed by fear. Breaking the silence, the emperor addressed the rest of the assembly. The fall of the demon cult doesn't concern me. They were merely expendable. What truly matters are the greater threats ahead. First, Prepare for all-out war. Fortify the abyss's entrance. The dragons are mobilizing. A massive conflict is drawing near. He continued, Second, among the humans, the Earth Knight is soon to reemerge. I've already sensed that detestable aura. Hunt him down and destroy him. Then came his most urgent decree, delivered with a chilling fury. Track down Lin Moyu. Kill him before he completes his third awakening. The perspective now shifts back to the human realm, inside Ba's courtyard, where King Yao and Lorbai are having a discussion. Just then, RMC teleports in unexpectedly. Since the cult's destruction, RMC had been training intensively at the Beast God Plateau and had finally reached level 50. Upon seeing him, the king's face lit up. Lin the Divine has returned, he exclaimed. Yaya respectfully lowered her head in greeting. The king then turned toward Bai and said, Lord Bai, we'll take our leave now and not intrude upon you and your disciple. Bai smiled in response. King of the Eastern region, I'm grateful for your gesture. What happened previously was simply a misunderstanding. There's no need to bring it up again. The king nodded, then disappeared with Yaya, using teleportation. Once alone, Bai walked over to RMC, clapped his shoulder, and laughed heartily. Typical royalty, unbelievably generous. I spent a lifetime collecting those materials, and they just gifted me more than I ever managed to gather. Meng, still seated at a nearby table sipping tea, remarked with a thoughtful tone, their actions clearly show just how highly they regard Lin. I puffed up with pride and replied, Of course. He's my student, after all. Curious, RMC looked at him and asked, Teacher, you seem thrilled. What exactly did the Dongfeng family give you? Grinning from ear to ear, Bai replied, Not only did they restore all the items you used during your second awakening, but they've also supplied nearly everything needed for your third one. The rest I've stored safely, but there's something here for you to use right away. Bai then pulled out a small ornate box, opening it to reveal several intermediate-level skill scrolls. He handed one over and said, Now that you've hit level 50, it's the perfect time to unlock a new ability. RMC picked up a scroll and absorbed its energy. As he did, a pair of eerie skeletal wings sprouted from his back, and a system alert followed. Skill acquired. Wings of the Undead, level 1. Grants flight for 1 second to the user and all summon allies. Leveling up increases flight duration and speed. Cooldown, 1 hour. Both Bai and Meng were stunned. They hadn't anticipated such a powerful ability to emerge from the scroll. But the transformation wasn't over. Meng leaned forward, noticing something. Wait, it's not finished yet. Another system alert popped up. The flight skill began to glow brighter, evolving rapidly. Moments later, another notification appeared. Skill fusion complete. Flash Death Wings, level 1. Grants you and your summon's flight for 10 seconds. Speed and duration improve with higher skill levels. Cooldown, 1 hour. The wings grew more imposing, shrouded in an intense dark aura that left both Bai and Meng staring in stunned silence. And that was it for this chapter. Thanks for watching. Please comment Apple to let me know that you have watched till the end. Thanks.